guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. I wanted to do a quick video going over the Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta and then the Super Saiyan Rage Trunks. That is going to be coming to JP Dokkan within a couple of days. I believe the way this is going to work is we should see the data download in about 8-ish hours, maybe about 8.5 hours. I think we will see the data download with these units in it. And then the 30th at 4 a.m. Eastern is when we should see the release of this unit. Now, my initial thoughts on this character is this does seem like the best unit in the game to me. I think this unit does surpass the 7th anniversary LRs. I think, right? Like, this is without seeing them in game. I want to use them. I want to, test them out in a lot of these red zone stages. But defense is more important than offense. Very much so. There's a reason, defensive characters from 2018 and 2019 and stuff like that are still usable. It's because defense is more important, right? There was a time back then where all that mattered was damage, and I felt like that was legit, right? It's like, you just blitz the events, you've got items and stuff like that. Times have changed, right? Now the game is definitely valuing defense more. These difficult events are limiting your items, right? So it's not like you could just run a full offense team and just blitz through it with like Whis items and shit activated. Doesn't work that way, right? This unit is way better defensively, I think, than the 7th anniversary LRs. At least in terms of taking hits. It depends, so the 7th anniversary LRs have the nullification, which is a huge, powerful ability, but I don't... It's not as simple as just you nullify their super attack. We got it. Boom. We canceled their next action after doing the 18 key. Right? You need a lot of luck to play into that too as well. It's very difficult, I've found, in Red Zone. I don't know if it's not a Red Zone only thing, because I remember when the Legendary Goku event came out, getting super attacked and killed in slot 3 repeatedly, right? But it's you can't really usually predict where these super attacks are going to be unless you're fighting Omega Shenron or Cooler in the red zone, where you know exactly where those super attacks are going to be, so you can utilize potentially the 7th anniversary LRs to neutralize it, maybe Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta to counter it and stuff like that. But I think that this unit is just going to be a rock, and provided the one thing with them is that you do need a bond of parent and child category ally, right? To get the permanent 2 key and 70% defense, right? And then the guard against all attacks for the first 5 turns is useful for Super Battle Road. But this bond of parent and child thing, I think that is pretty important. So, it's impossible to know who's on the category, how good it's going to be until the data download actually drops. They very easily could just say, whatever, every single, Goku after he has Gohan, every single Vegeta after he has Trunks could be on the category, and every single Gohan and Trunks are on there, and it's insane, one of the best categories in the game. Or they could only pick very specific characters where they have the bond. Maybe Namek Goku isn't on there, right? I think STR Kaioken probably should, no matter what, but I don't... Are they going to examine it that deep to where, were there moments in that arc of that, character, interacting with their son or, the father? I don't know how they're going to do it, right? Because that's going to be a huge portion. But the fact that this character guards in slot 1, this is the thing. Slot 1 is the issue, right? It's very easy to go, all right, dude, LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, you can get damage reduction with Rainbow Orbs, he super attacks, and then he's got, 700k, 800k, 900k plus defense after he supers, he could counter, GG, we won. But when you put LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta in slot 1 against Red Zone Broly, oftentimes he's supering right away and you're dead. And that's that. I don't think that would happen with this Trunks and Vegeta. Now, I need to actually use them, go in there first. But them stacking plus permanent guard is insane. I know a lot of people sort of talked about how, Vegeta and Trunks only stack on their 18 key, whereas the 7th anniversary LRs stack on both 12 and 18 key, but you're only stacking in base. The thing that happens is after they lose their guard, the 7th anniversary LRs, they can get touched up big time in these red zone stages before they transform. So it's not always just as simple as, oh, I'm stacking forever, right? Remember that I'm evaluating these units on no items being used. I think that's the correct way to go about it without the crutch of items, right? Because it's like, if this character can do it without items, then imagine if they do have items. Like, I just think it makes more sense to evaluate these characters without items. And the 7th anniversary LRs, like, they could get torched if you're not transforming right away on turn 4, right? And if you're, if you're able to put it off as long as you can, that's great. But many times, it's not just possible to just be like, all right, we're transforming on turn 10. Because the red zone bosses, a lot of times, they're ramping it up very difficult. I also don't want to listen to this bullshit about, oh, more matters than just the red zone. Please stop. Like, we're talking about 200% leaders here. Red Zone is the only event designed around 200% leaders and 200% units, right? We're talking about the title of best unit in the game. We're judging that by the hardest content in the game. So I don't want to hear this garbage about Red Zone more than matter. Like, yeah, dude, calm down. Like, we're talking about the toughest thing in the game. That's what matters here. Not, Super Battle Road, which you could dust with 8 items anyway, right? Like, it's I like characters who can perform well in those stages, sure, but like we're talking about the top guns in the game right here. And I think this unit's got what it takes. With this stacking, so you're stacking attack, which is buffing your active skill. By the way, I think the 4 best units in the game, at worst, I might think this is the 4th best unit in the game. At best, I think this is number 1. I think this unit is better than LR Golden Frieza. I think the 4 best units in the game, one of the huge reasons they're all so good is this right here. They all have these active skill super attacks that give them guaranteed crits for the whole turn with built-in additionals. Remember that this unit, I think that this unit's attack stats should look way lower than Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, the LR Gods, and Goku and Gohan, right? But you do still have the additionals, just like those other characters. And then, you could do the active skill with this unit, right? And then you could triple super, triple crit, because they have guaranteed crits for the turn. Just like LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, just like LR Gohan and Goku could do. This is insane. And they're also giving allies extra defense with the active skill too. And the guard, this is crazy. I think people are going to have a lot of difficulty accepting, if I do think this. Because remember, when we got Golden Frieza's info, I was thinking he was the 3rd best unit in the game. After sort of using him a lot, I feel like the Goku and Gohan is better, right? So I kind of bumped Golden Frieza down. I think it's very possible I could use this unit a lot, and maybe I do like LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and the Gods better. It's possible. But I don't, Golden Frieza is not better than this unit. I don't think so. So I think at worst, this is 4. At best, they're number 1. This is another unit that's probably going to age very well, because, talking about Super Battle Road, as long as we have the bond of parent and child category unit, that means that you'd have guard for the first 5 turns in any slot. Now, they do have to be in slot 1 to guard, but that's like the critical slot anyway. That's, with high defense guard characters, that's where you want them. And they have so much defense at the start of turn. This is not like Great Ape Vegeta, where Great Ape Vegeta gets like all of his defense on super attack. Just a pitiful design, right? This is not like that. So this unit should really cook in slot 1. Now, I guess you could say a weakness that this unit could have would be if they got sealed, or not sealed, but if they got locked in slot 2 or 3. But I'm thinking that this character's defense is probably going to be high enough, even locked in slots 2 or 3, where it's not like they then just get killed. Like, they should be fine in those spots. And the fact that the entire fight you're stacking, not just, until they transform or something like that, I could very easily see this unit being number 1. They have built-in crits, too. They're real crazy, right? Real crazy. And depending upon what this category looks like, this category might have this unit on there, LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, the LR Gods, and Goku and Gohan might all be on this category, right? Because it's like, do they count, like, every Goku and Vegeta after their kids are born? Because if so, they've got the best team in the game, too. I mean, we'll see, right? It's hard to say. And remember, Battle of Fate, that's the climax of all of these arcs. One thing I want to double check, if the LR Gods, they are on Battle of Fate, right? I believe so. I have to. I don't think they are. The gods are not on Battle of Fate. Yeah, they're not. LR Super Saiyan 4s are not, but the gods are not on Battle of Fate because the god it's from a movie. They don't count the movie stuff. And you could say, well, Golden Frieza is on there. It's an arc as well. Remember, it's Dragon Ball Super arc. That's why God Goku is there. That's why Beerus is on here as well. But they're not counting actually the movie characters. That's why we don't see like Cooler is not on here. Janemba and those types of characters are not on here. There's only the arcs that actually have this. So okay. Again, I'm looking like this unit is looking very potential to be number 1 to me. The other thing too about them is I like this is. A lot of people were kind of like unsure, like, is this unit really deserving to be like a Dokkan Fest LR and stuff like that. And it's like, dude, like if we take a look at this, these animations, like, it's just crazy. Like this looks like it. Look at these animations. Like this looks like a Dokkan Fest LR. This unit looks really good. These animations, the quality of the character is very high. So I am pretty pleased. It does look like Dokkan, they did sort of come through with this. Now, I think I had started to mention it, but there's probably a lot of people who would have difficulty accepting this unit as number 1, even if they are, because this is just like this is cool, but this is not like LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta cool, right? Like, there's a difference between this and this, right? For sure. And I've noticed a lot of times people are just not accepting when the best character in the game is not a character people deem deserving of it. Kale and Caulifla, you guys may not have been around back then, but they were so much better than every unit in the game. It was just like stunning. And I would talk about that a lot. And people just, I don't know, people were so angry about how good Kale and Caulifla are. I could see a similar situation happening with this character, because I think this character is that good. The defense, again, is way more important than offense. And this character's not doing 2 million attack sets. You could be getting triple super, triple crits with this character. 7 million attack sets or something like that, while being nearly impervious to many of the toughest bosses in the game. This is looking like my type of unit. They look very, very powerful, right? For sure. So we'll see. The other thing too is that the 7th anniversary LRs are so good with such strong designs that people also might not be able to grasp that just like better characters will come out, right? I don't know. People may point to me liking like AGL UI Goku a lot, but I feel like people misunderstood. I did those tier lists. I had AGL UI Goku 3rd for Red Coin LRs, but that's just because Red Coin LRs are ass, right? The game power crept everything very fast. Outside of all the units that released from the 7th anniversary, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, LR Gods, EZA Super Saiyan 4 Goku, EZA Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. After that, Red Coin LRs, I think, drop off quite a bit. Full Power Freeze is good. He has full of weaknesses. Namegoku's good, full of weaknesses. UI Goku's good, but he's not good in the hardest stage in the game. I am judging characters more so off the hardest stages in the game than not. So because of that, like UI Goku, I would probably, going into the 7th anniversary, I liked UI Goku as the best unit in the game still. But after Red Zone, Power Creep, things have sort of settled in, I would probably pick 20 units potentially better than AGL UI Goku. Maybe even more. Because I think it just matters more how you're performing in the hardest content in the game. That's what you need these characters for, right? I think that is the correct and proper way to judge a lot of these best characters. I pulled up the comments here. I was just curious to sort of see like what some of the people are saying here. Yeah, this is correct. See, okay. One other thing about this character here. This character is really good for Majin Vegeta and for, who is that again? Yeah, EZA Physical Future Gohan. Both of them. This unit is very good for. What links do they have with Majin Vegeta? Saiyan Warrior Race, Super Saiyan, Royal Lineage, Fierce Battle. They have 4 links with in Majin Vegeta. The other thing, too, is that this character is so good in terms of ki. We have 2 ki right there, 2 ki right there, and they could build up 5 ki right here. and then, with Prepare for Battle, Dismal Future, Royal Lineage, your chances are very good that this character will not really need Ki. So, this character in slot 1, Majin Vegeta in slot 2 is potentially, like, a real thing. Majin Vegeta in slot 2 is God, right? Like, if there's a better defensive character than him that can go in slot 1, which this is, Majin Vegeta to me is going to become so crazy. I'm serious. Because remember, going into this unit coming out, I didn't like any Trunks in the game. Now, I think Trunks has the best unit in the game, right? This right here. So all of a sudden, Majin Vegeta, his partner, is now the best unit in the game. So that just drastically makes Majin Vegeta better. So if you're a Vegeta fan, you won with this unit. Because, I mean, this is a Vegeta family unit, right? Like, this unit is on Majin Vegeta's team, right? I was going to start the Red Zone challenge for Majin Vegeta, like pretty soon here. Trying to no-item, because I've done it with, I've Red Zoned all of the, or I've no-itemed all the Red Zone stages with all the 200% teams, except for Majin Vegeta's and Raditz's. Those are the two sort of, I think Vegeta's team is subpar, and then I think Raditz is just bad. Like, his unit, his team is good, but Raditz himself is just bad. So I've not really put the attempts in with those two teams. At this character being out, Majin Vegeta's team, I think, could definitely do it now. This character's way too good. Like, this is just, this is who can absorb those hits from Broly, for Majin Vegeta's team. Majin Vegeta in slot 2, super attacking first with his damage reduction. Broly is not cooking that version of Majin. Majin Vegeta's eating that shit. Not a problem, right? So that's good. That is strong. And Physical Future Gohan can tank like Red Zone Broly without Trunks around. With Trunks, he gets another 120% attack and defense. So, very impressive. Yeah, they killed it, man. It's like, I was saying this last night, like, a lot of people were like, this does not deserve to be a Dokkan Fest LR, which I do agree with, for sure. But they nailed it. Animations look incredible. I feel like after seeing all this, we're not going to see that a lot where people are saying the unit didn't deserve to be a Dokkan Fest LR because Dokkan nailed it. Not just how awesome the animations are, but the unit is really good. Because the thing is, characters being very good trumps everything, I've noticed for a lot of people. Beerus, remember, Physical Beerus was the first non-Saiyan banner to get top grossing for JP Dokkan. If you guys remember, that was the return of Cooler. Cooler at the time was like, by far the best TUR, I think, at the time, right? He was so crazy, cool, STR Cooler was. And I think that was a huge reason JP Dokkan got top grossing on that Beerus banner, right? Look at Ginyu. Look how excited many global players were to get Ginyu, right? Because of how crazy he is. So I think that it is important for them to make these units strong as hell, right? Yep. Yeah, Goku Black getting a new unit is good. I agree with this right here. Like just feeding us any type of extreme class unit is good. Now, unfortunately, the Goku Black is looking potentially a bit mediocre, but let's wait until we see him in game. I agree. As of right now, I am leaning towards them at number 1, but I'm not saying that as fact. I need to use the character more, right? For sure. I could easily think that they're 4, I guess. I doubt I would like Goku and Gohan better, but I want to see how things go in a lot of those events first. Yeah, this is a good category. This is another good... The only categories Dokkan has released this year feel like very good categories that should be categories. Beyond Super Saiyan, right? So any, Super Saiyan 4 and past Super Saiyan 1, good category. Fuse Fighter, amazing category, right? Like, this is the category we've all wanted. Right now, it's really good, but I think this could become, like, the best team in the game. Because fusions are always the biggest selling characters. So they're always going to be releasing Super Vegito, Super Gogeta, Blue Vegito, like, these characters are always going to get released. So this team has infinite potential. So this is a great category that released. Saiyan Saga deserves a category. And now Bond of Parent and Child. So I think all these categories are needed good categories, right? Gone are the days of this garbage, like, trash categories. That's really good. Heavenly events, worst category idea ever. Yep, all the father and son units looking good. Yep. Yeah, this unit probably will work well at 55%, but keep in mind that we are past the days where just a unit just having guard is not enough. It's not. You need guard, and then you need hundreds of thousands of defense as well. But this unit has got that, so, you know, they'll definitely be looking good. Yes. Dude, this is real. Majin Vegeta is way better with this character in the game. Absolutely. Yes. Majin Vegeta, very likely the next time I do a top 10 TUR list, which would probably be some like August 2nd or 3rd or 4th or 5th or something like that, after the next Dokkan Fest comes out, Majin Vegeta might jump up. Who knows? Maybe I'll like Majin Vegeta better than like Physical Super Saiyan 3 Goku. It's possible. Or like Kid Buu or something like that. Yeah, for sure. All right, let's see this. 7th anniversary LRs are still better. Okay. They do everything and do it so free and easily. That's true. Yep, not arguing that. They can hit 800k defense, right? It's with damage reduction or dodge on top of that. They can. It's not that simple, but yes, they can. Gogeta probably has the highest peak of any character, I would say, though. Like, Gogeta doing a triple 10 million attack set where he counters an enemy super attack, and, like, he does, like, the active skill in that turn. I don't know. I mean, this unit triple super, triple critting with their active skill, and then they're giving all allies defense, though. That's crazy, right? Yeah, this is important. Unfortunately, though, it does not work against Broly, who, again, you know, I will always be saying this, the toughest content is how we should judge characters. And unfortunately, Gogeta is not able to use that in that content. Leader skill, passive, SA effect, team. Yeah. Wait, calling was not mostly true? Okay. Leader skill. Probably this character's better, but we can't know for sure. Like, Bond apparent, like, if this has, like, Kaioken Goku, Namek Goku, LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta on it, like, you just go down the line of all these characters, right? Like, Physical Super Saiyan 3 Goku could be getting another 200% leader. Like, you can't just say leader skill. This unit, this is probably the best team in the game is this character, so. Passive, I would probably give that to Vegeta and Trunks, I think. SA effect, there's no way I can't give that to the like LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta or the Super Saiyan 4s, because it's like here, let me pull you up. So we're talking about 100%, and then they disable the next action. Like that's the best super attack effect, probably, right? 100%. And it does get nutty with him because, you know, then he's got his 50% chance of additional super, which gives you another 50% right here, right? So, for sure, SA effect I'd give them. Team, again, is probably going to be this character. Defense is going to be this character. Offense, absolutely, is you. There ain't no way Trunks and Vegeta are out-damaging this guy. No. But, okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. I give 4 to Trunks and Vegeta, and I give 2 to Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. So, by this guy's own, like, you know, grading system, Trunks and Vegeta are better. Yeah, I agree with this. Last year, it took a whole year for a unit to take UI's Goku's place as 1. I agree. I think going into the 7th anniversary, UI Goku was 1. Now, it looks like this character is better than Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and the Gods. I like that. I would rather we not have things remain stagnant for a huge period of time. Shake shit up. Nothing gets people more excited, too, than when these characters are just bananas. And that's what this is. The most hype is always when it's like, oh my god, like people are like cackling using the unit and stuff like that. It's the best, right? So there is that. Last thing I do want to say, just because I think this unit is potentially better than Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and the Gods. These guys have not aged at all. Right? Like, it's just a better unit has come out. But these designs are still impeccable. All right, like, these guys are crazy. It's not now, like, open season for slander. They have a major hole in them, which is just, like, turn 3 and beyond, like, you know, in base. And then after they transform, potentially, slot 1, they can get absolutely killed. Right? Like, before the Gods or Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta Super Attack, they can get turned into dust very easily. But besides that, these characters are monsters, behemoths, right? So, let me know what you guys think of Trunks and Vegeta. We will see once the data download happens, once, you know, see how these characters look. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.